I cannot thank Burnt Popcorn Mom enough for bringing my undisputed WWE champion back home, especially since it seems no one else in the corporate strict list cares about the full 40-year mutiny. Yeah, Cody calling out Triple H without tagging him is funny, but maybe instead of copying in your hospital bed, you should just join the NXT Murphy.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you. You told me so. Any doubts I harbored about you and your partner have been assuaged and eliminated. Any other crow I should eat?
I feel like that was 2 buffet helpings at least. It did turn out to be a wild goose chase after all.
But you caught the goose and saved the legacy of this championship. Not to speak of the entire WWE Archives collection.
It's about time Mutiny got a taste of their own medicine.
I suppose my only small bone to pick is your theft of Stone Cold Steve Austin's truck for your entrance tonight.
I didn't steal it. I borrowed it. And I don't regret it either, because that entrance, that was badass.
Boop!
I suppose the only thing I can say is... oh, hell yeah!
The way Burnt Popcorn Mom handled my older children, she should bring the old girl down to the Broken Skull ranch and take her off a loading. Boop, yeah. As soon as we get to Mutiny, taking care of Ironhead in your way.
I am pretty sure this is the worst jet lag I've ever had.
That's because you've been around the world in 80 hours.
Seriously, that was a globe-trotting adventure. It's wild that after all that, you won the title back on SmackDown.
I like hearing that. You won the title. I should definitely be listed in the undisputed WWE Championship lineage.
You're every bit as legitimate as Cody.
Hey, we're all on the same team now.
I know. Old rivalries are set aside while we all stand together against our common enemy.
So inspiring. We should hum a patriotic song while you talk.
We're not close enough for you to give me crap, kiddo. Besides, I am pretty damn inspirational.
The voice of the...
That is my line, and you cannot afford the royalties.
You'd be surprised.
Hold that thought. My phone's blowing up with some big announcement that Triple H just posted on social media. Let's watch it.
Alright.
For the past 2 months, the WWE board has kept a close eye on the movement known as NXT Mutiny. As previously stated, we've taken a stance of neutrality. Our position has not changed, but I'm here to announce there will be a clear and definitive end to this conflict at Survivor Series. It will be Raw and SmackDown on one side, NXT Mutiny on the other, squaring off in a best-of-3 series of matches to determine the fate of WWE. If Raw and SmackDown win, they can return things to normal and decide to punish NXT Mutiny for their uprising. If NXT Mutiny wins, WWE might look a whole lot different. There may not even be a Raw or SmackDown anymore. We are prepared for any outcome because this truly is a new era of equal opportunity. I have one more announcement. Before Survivor Series at NXT No Mercy, there will be a special preview match for the Unity Tag Team Championships. On one side, it will be the current champs, and on the other, the former champions from NXT, Jacy Jayne and Lexis King. So Raw, SmackDown, NXT Mutiny, when it comes to Survivor Series, with the future of WWE at stake, are you ready? I said, are you?
Yeah,
I'm so sorry for interrupting Triple H's big announcement, but I have my own to make. It's not going to be JC Jane competing in the Unity title match. Because we're initiating Freebird rules, and I'll be stepping in to make sure we take back what's ours. In fact, taking back the Unity titles is just the first step in taking back all of WWE and getting rid of the dead weight known as SmackDown and Raw. See you soon, dummies.
That's it, Lude.
Are you serious? You know, it's one thing for Hunter to stay neutral, but now he's giving Mutiny a legit opportunity to take control of WWE? This guy's playing favorites.
Boo.
Hell,
Boo.
he might even be one of them.
Who knows at this point?
Fine. If Mutiny is doing Freebird rules for the preview tag match, then so can we. I want in.
Same
You
here.
sure that's the right move?
I never got revenge for getting put on the shelf by the Unity champs. This way, I'll get my hands on Lexis King and the traitor who sent them after me.
Okay, you could take my place in the match, but I'll be out there in your corner to watch your backs.
Deal.
All that matters is we defend the titles. We're gonna need all the momentum we can get as we head towards Survivor Series.
Agreed. So let's not lose.
Wow.
You ready for this, Punk?
I've been waiting for this since the moment all this Mutiny stuff started. So yeah, I'm more than ready.
Not gonna lie, I'm jealous you two are going to get your hands on Bailey. Oh, I was looking forward to hitting her with our whirlwind splash.
At least you'll get to see Punk and I nail her with it from ringside.
I guess that'll do.
Let's stay alert out there. We're heading into enemy territory. Knowing Mutiny, anything can and probably will happen.
Got it.
All right, let's go put some idiots in their places.
Alright. Before we take over WWE at Survivor Series, thanks Triple H, we take back our NXT United Tag Team Champion tonight at NXT No Mercy. None of that is going to happen. We have Fair and CM Punk and Burnt Popcorn's mom to get the job done. Pulling the team WWE, saying let's set the tone heading into Survivor Series. You guys are going to be very disappointed.
It's the Unity champs, ready to show no mercy to their Mutiny opponents.
It must not have been easy to step aside and allow another guy to defend the titles that you rightly earned.
Maybe it wouldn't have been easy for you, Corey, but that just shows the unique, dare I say, unity that this team has. It's the reason they've been so successful, and Mutiny has been running scared.
The Unity champs have a new face, but are hoping for the same old result when they defend their titles. And the challengers from Mutiny taking full advantage of Freebird rules.
Watching the Unity titles fall into their enemies' hands has been a black mark on Mutiny itself.
Not that you can tell with their predictably dark and cliched color scheme. Someone had to say it.
Bailey hopes your presence is enough to bring these NXT titles home.
It's a 2v3. I might be able to jump in there here.
The following contest is an intergender tag team match and is for the NXT Unity Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, the team of Lexis King and Bayley.
Boo!
And their opponents, the Superstar in CM Punk.
Let's go.
There you see what's at stake. The NXT Unity Tag Team titles.
Mutiny, Unity. Let's go.
Mutiny thought they were being clever by substituting Bayley onto their team, but what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
The Freebird rule cuts both
That's
ways,
right, Mama.
Michael.
Come on, that
Bayley
beat
and King
on that
not
on BM
prepared
up.
for an angry CM Punk.
Tonight's outcome will set the tone for Survivor Series, and therefore the entire future of WWE.
Oof. Ooh, stinging kick. Ooh, steering clear there.
Raining down right hands. That was a vicious display. You can almost see the disdain in their eyes.
And,
Incoming. Back landing.
That's not what she had planned.
oh, dude, like I think that he's like past that. Nope.
What a way to get out of that one.
And
Lexis avoids the attack.
the upper and the white
She tags
corner.
her partner into the action.
Oh, I think I know.
Oh, on the apron, lifting it up into the ring. Bam! Suplex.
That kind of power is why they have the gold on their waist.
Beautiful kick hits the target.
There we go.
Irish whip from Punk on Bayley.
And Punk follows it up with the knee.
Cutscene. Here it is.
And he nails the bulldog.
Vintage CM Punk. This looks like it could be all over.
And there's the tag.
We've seen the defending champs win matches with the whirlwind splash.
Hey,
And
I think
now
that he's
it's
kind
CM Punk's turn.
the even. What the?
Did that just happen?
I can't believe this.
What the heck?
CM Punk has sided with Mutiny?
No, no, no. Hey,
Happening right now.
It's
No!
over. We have
No.
new Unity Tag Team
no, that don't
champions.
count. No, man, no, no, no. That's
To the
bull crap.
shocking turn
That's totally
of
bull
one
crap.
CM Punk.
And now CM Punk is directing Mutiny
Hey,
to attack the former
dude.
champions. Punk was friends with these two. They trusted him. This is sick.
Honestly, with Punk's track record, we should have seen this coming.
We thought he was one of the leaders of WWE. I don't get it.
Dude, what the
Not
heck?
The only one. We could be witnessing the beginning of the end for WWE as
That's
we
still
know it.
bull crap.
I hate to agree,
That's
Corey,
total
but with
bull
CM
crap.
Punk on their side, Mutiny now has all the momentum leading into the most important Survivor Series ever.
We are headed for dark times.
What did I just watch? Oh
I've
my.
never been one to run from controversy. In fact, some people think wherever I go, I'm the source of it. So let's talk about why I'm here and how it happened. Buckle up. This story begins before I ever returned to WWE. Raw was in Chicago and my old friend Bayley invited me to stop by. Before I was asked to leave, Bayley and I reminisced about her time in NXT, which gave me an idea. If I was going to sign another WWE contract, sure, I wanted a main event WrestleMania, but that wasn't enough. I wanted to create real, permanent change, a legacy. After I signed, I went to the PC and met the men and women there. They had all the talent in the world, but once they left NXT, they were at the mercy of the corporate overlords who didn't give a damn about their stories, their abilities, or what they had done to get to that point. Year after year, NXT would build stars only to have them stolen by the so-called main roster and then tossed aside. If NXT management wasn't going to do anything about it, I was. NXT was the voiceless who needed my voice. With Bayley on board, we recruited Kevin Owens and the NXT roster, and we started a movement. Powerful and permanent change. A legacy. And now with Triple H and the board's blessing, thanks, Paul! We not only have a seat at the table, but the chance to smash that table to pieces. It wasn't easy getting to this point. Friendships broken. Lies were told. Sacrifices had to be made. The night of the big invasion, I had to listen to the start of my own revolution as I lay on the concrete floor pretending to be a victim. All I could do was smile on the inside, knowing that my mutiny had begun. As that mutiny unfolded, I even had most of the locker room and the WWE Universe thinking Triple H was on our side. Crazy, right? Or is it? Unfortunately, for the plan to work, I couldn't be upfront with certain individuals. Namely, the now former Unity champions. I sent you on a fool's errand to run yourself ragged going after a made-up NXT Mutiny title that we didn't give a damn about. Oops. Sorry about that. I had you chase Io Sky all over the world just to have you end up destroying the WWE archives worse than Mutiny would have. At least you got some frequent flower miles. You two used to train together, right? Maybe just quit WWE now and go open up a gym. Early retirement. This is your chance to get out before someone gets hurt. Maybe someday you'll understand why I did what I did. But for now, just know that it was for the greater good. When Mutiny reaches its endgame, I will leave WWE not only better, but entirely different than it was when I arrived. And that's a change that was long overdue. So anyone else out there who's on the fence, I implore you to do what's right and get on board the NXT Mutiny Revolution now. Because after Survivor Series, you do not want to be on the wrong side of history.
Wow. So CM Punk wanted me and my mom to quit WWE for that.
I wanted to get the four of us together after everything that happened with Punk. How are you two holding up?
We're
We're okay, but definitely didn't see that one coming.
No one did. Punk had us all doubting Triple H. Turns out he was just trying to divert attention away from himself the entire time.
This feels like that winter when we both got hurt doing that insane drill.
Oh yeah. You messed up your knee and I broke my arm. We were the walking wounded for a while there.
Yeah, at first we were helpless and ready to sit out until we healed up. But after a week or so, we started to figure out how to help each other compensate for what we were missing.
So you figured out how to get by?
You can use that experience. You don't need Punk. You never did. You have each other.
I guess you're right. But even though we have each other, we still need help if we're going to defeat Mutiny at Survivor Series.
I know you couldn't trust anyone in the locker room before, but now you don't really have a choice. And besides, in the time since Mutiny formed, certain individuals have proven their loyalty to our side. We should start there.
Keep in mind, these superstars will compete for us in the best-of-3 series. Everything is at stake, including our livelihoods and the future of WWE. So choose carefully.
Which brand do you want to go recruit first?
I'll start on Raw, talking to superstars from the men's division.
Okay. You have our full support.
Wow. That's a lie. Guys that I just missed: Drew McIntyre, Jey Uso, and I'm just gonna forget that.
Pierce told me you and your partner are the ones to talk to about Survivor Series. Well, there's no need for a big discussion. I'm in.
That sounds a lot more like a demand than a request.
It's not a demand. It's the way you're gonna win. If there's a man in WWE who can tear down CM Punk and everything he represents, it's me.
I'm not even sure you could draw him out, though. Punk's been hiding down in Orlando, surrounded by his army of followers. It's a fortress.
Brother, trolling cowardly moron Punk is one of the great joys in my life. I'll get him so mad, he won't be able to resist coming out of his spider hole.
How are you going to do that? It's going to take more than simple name-calling.
Okay. Remember when Punk had a midlife crisis and became a failed MMA fighter?
Yep. Not his finest hour.
Nope. And you know he just lies awake at night, stewing in his failure. Now you put me on your Survivor Series team, I'm gonna revisit his little foray into MMA to show him how a real fighter takes care of business.
Damn. That would drive Punk nuts.
Ooh, but
So
that
what do
would
you
drive
say?
Punk nuts.
Ready to roll with me all the way through Survivor Series?
Let's still roll and troll Punk.
Man, I am so ready to troll CM Punk. I just wish I could see the look on his face when you rake him over the coals.
Great! Then grab yourself some popcorn and a seat at the backstage monitor, because I'm gonna go out there and prove that MMA is just one more thing that I do better than cowardly moron Punk.
Underground match.
Drew McIntyre sporting a different look for this MMA rules match. As soon as CM Punk revealed himself as the leader of Mutiny, you had to know that Drew McIntyre would call him out.
And leading into Punk's MMA career is a surefire way to get his attention.
I bet he's the way he kicks some butt.
MMA rules means we're about to...
Here's your punching bag for the evening.
Who is this person?
Hey, I remember this competitor. We wrestled at the same state fair in the early 2000s.
I don't remember him. Like,
The following contest is an underground match. The only way to win is by knockout or submission. Introducing first, from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre. And from Louisville, Kentucky, weighing in at 260 pounds, Adrian Buck.
Drew McIntyre is taking a shot across CM Punk's bow with his MMA style. Uh-oh, submission move. Fujiwara armbar. The arm is locked in. This is sending
come on.
Trying to
There you
find a
go.
way out. And he's out and delivers a knee.
Hoist their opponent up.
Suplex all the way out of the ring.
Oh, a nasty stomp to finish it off.
And here he is, heading back into the ring.
Drew flexing his muscle as he attempts to rally the troops. Big clothesline.
And poof. A poof.
Driven right into the post.
Oh, no, he is in a bad way.
Well, he got busted wide open by that attack.
Ooh. From the top, through the air, it connects. Soaring through the the sky and
look out! And completely
What was that?
That misstep could have cost them this match entirely.
a hard landing for sure.
And a stomp to the gut.
Adrian looking helpless to every attack.
This is what it feels like to run into a competitor like McIntyre.
Oh, dude, I think he broke the TV projector.
Off the barricade.
Like, I think the projector just crashed.
I do not like the looks of this. Boom!
Yeah.
Colliding with the barricade. Knee smashing the face. McIntyre with an incredibly ruthless sequence from the top.
Good Lord, taking flight.
Took a leap of faith and connected perfectly. This could be just what they needed.
Oh, a nasty stomp to finish it off.
Oh.
Buck comes right back at him. Oh, ouch.
He saw that one coming.
What a clothesline. Ouch. Returning to the ring now.
And boom.
Connects. McIntyre might have. And here we go. The Boston Crab. Look at the back position.
Oh my God, that's so gross. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Did you guys see what's his face? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at his face. That's gross.
That will do it. Not getting up from that one, so it's called.
Here's your winner, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre just sent a message straight to CM Punk.
And that message is, anything you can do, I can do better. Your move, Punk.
Drew McIntyre, my old buddy. You crawled out from under your troll bridge to try to call me out again. We've been going back and forth for so long, I can barely remember what got your skivvies in a bunch to begin with. It doesn't really matter though, does it? Because every time you step to CM Punk, you end up red-faced and humiliated. But now I hear you want to be one of WWE's chosen ones at Survivor Series to take on Mutiny. We've all seen how you excel as a chosen one. There can be only one, and you ain't it, Drew. You want CM Punk so bad? Well, you're gonna get your wish when CM Punk shows up at Raw next week, looks you in your creepy eyes in the middle of that ring and slaps that dumb beard off your doofus face. Again.
Wow. It must prepare for my confirmed match with Kerry and Punk and Beard and Queen War loaded and knowing I was in that reservation and that you will find Drew McIntyre, but when CM Punk gets his hands on your Scottish Warrior costume and play boop, and you won't be joking anymore. There's some cake behind me. That's good.
Do you see Punk's rant? You've definitely got him riled up.
That was the plan.
It's good to have him off his game. But when Punk says he's showing up here to confront you tonight, I would assume there's going to be some kind of mutiny trap.
That's the safest bet you're ever going to make. Here's the thing. If he springs a trap on me, he'll probably pop his shoulder out of his socket, so I'm not terribly worried.
Punk may be made out of fine china, but Mutiny has plenty of badasses on their roster, and they could come from anywhere. So I'm still gonna watch your back.
Good man. You watch for Mutiny backstage, I'll meet Punk in the ring. If this goes right, that little creep isn't gonna make it to Survivor Series.
This weird Mutiny to appear on WWE while CM Punk had promised to confront Drew McIntyre tonight.
It's the Scottish Warrior ready to get his hands on CM Punk.
Nope, not going with any of that music.
Wait, it's Kevin Owens?
Well, that was the...
CM Punk sending one of his lieutenants in to fight for him.
Punk promised that Drew would see him in the ring this week, not KO, a.k.a. knockoff Owens.
Knockoff Owens?
CM Punk any credit, but it was Drew who started
That's actually since for KO. Oh, yeah, and knockoff Owens.
To the gut.
Like that was stands for cool. Like instead of the COOL, it's cool.
Blow to the bread basket. KO is getting knocked around a bit. Drew exhibiting all his power and force. Ooh, and that could cause a bad day in the office for
in the center of the entrance stage. Alright, bet.
Hoist it up high here. Rumble over all the way to the floor. There's absolutely no regard for your takeoff. Terrible landing on the outside.
This can't be good. They just missed wildly.
Took the high risk, but unfortunately, no reward.
Ooh, devastating kick. And some effective offense with that one. McIntyre's just so dominant.
Owens is getting shut down at every turn.
Caught him with a big boot.
On the mark.
These two showing how well they know each other.
Ooh, DDT. Isolating their opponent's arm and
and a series of vicious stomps.
Each of those boots seem to get heavier with each blow.
Back into the ring here. Back in the ring now. Ending the count.
Come on. Nope.
From the electric chair position, fighting desperately to find a way out, and they do.
Now, come on.
He's heading to the outside.
Get out the way.
Better watch for the referee's count.
No idea where this one's headed. Good.
Wait, I think Kevin Owens back to bunches after you nail him clean more of the entrance stage so all can see.
Nice. Owens is in some serious trouble.
Dang it.
Oh, a nasty stomp to finish it off. Strikes with a kick.
Getting out of harm's way.
Short clothesline hits its mark. And you can see that Owens is looking overwhelmed.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer a good defense will even matter at this point.
Kick to the cranium of their opponent.
Oh, no. I see blood coming from Owens' head now. Right in the breadbasket. It's not looking good for Owens.
Scary to think what Drew has in store next.
We could see a count out here. He's heading back to the ring.
Come on. Nope.
He gets back in right before the count. Catches the kick. Legs trapped.
What?
What's next? Thunderous powerbomb.
So we can get this thing. Okay, I think I got it.
He's out of the ring. What does he have in mind now? Kevin Owens clearly not
Oh, you better come over here right now. You're scared?
Headed out of the ring, but the count is looming.
You screw.
Uncorks a thunderous chop.
Okay, you want me to do this to you? Okay.
Giving an inch here.
Dang it! I missed. How did I miss this?
They have to finish this.
It looks like we've got ourselves a brawl here.
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up.
WWE Universe appreciating these athletes going all out.
What impressive determination from both competitors, keeping at each other no matter
Oh God. Hey Mom, if you're watching this, you probably need to close your eyes for this one. Or not. Never mind. I thought it was gonna be the most painful move, like a pile driver. Oh.
Kick out at two. McIntyre's been taken into deep waters, but he's proving to be someone merely impossible to keep down. And KO
Oh God.
pissed off. That kick out
Now you can close your eyes to do it. Or not. Still. Sorry for keep messing it up. I just didn't know when or when I was gonna do it.
Long fall and even harder impact from the top. Oh my, apron senton. Oh, perfect kick.
Oh.
Glasgow kiss from Drew McIntyre.
The Scottish Warrior on the warpath.
Almost there. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. What happened?
Oh, we've got another CM Punk out here.
Gigi Dolan out of nowhere.
What? Dude.
High knee. And here comes KO to direct traffic.
Dude, cut it out.
Taking Drew McIntyre apart. I don't like the
Hey,
looks
man.
of this. Go to sleep.
Clearly, they're sending a message from CM Punk.
Come on, get in here. Is that all you got?
Insult meet injury. GG Punk's got Drew McIntyre in the Anaconda Vice.
We need some help out here.
Hey, and I think Drew McIntyre's out.
This is a major
Just to even be, he's out.
And Punk didn't even need to show up.
Drew McIntyre called out CM Punk, and now he's been beaten up by a whole army of them.